Welcome back, everyone. Let's go and see how iOS 14.7 holds up on the iPhone 8. Now, this is my good iPhone 8. This one is not cracked. And I'll be honest, 14.7 was a pretty big update. Hopefully, I screenshot it on this phone. If I go and click here. As you can see, 14.7 on this specific iPhone, 3.99 gigs. I think there were some other ones, but if you're coming from 14.6, it wasn't that high. It was pretty much like 1 point something. So keep that in mind. It's not really that big of an update. Now, there were a couple of cool things. First of all, for iPhones that support Magsafe capability, you now have the capability of putting in a Magsafe charger on the back, that new little Apple product. Unfortunately, with the iPhone 8, it doesn't support it, but it's pretty much the main improvement. There's been bug fixes and stuff that Apple always mentions. I don't know if they're actually bug fixes. I will let you guys know in a couple of days whenever I figure that out. There's been some improvements with the Apple Card. The podcast app now has a little bit of more functionality, so you can see all your shows or only the followed shows that you have. I do not use the podcast app, but for those of you, that'd be pretty cool. Like I mentioned, I mean, it is what it is. Now, also the last little thing with the Braille displays could show invalid information while composing mail messages. Now, again, I don't know what that means, but it is a cool thing that somebody mentioned, so I guess that's awesome. And that's really pretty much it. Those were the main updates for this specific update. Again, the main issue with 14.6 was battery life, so I will let you guys know in a couple of days, if battery life is better for these phones. But I do have another iPhone 8 on iOS 15. I don't know why I said that weird. So let's go and do a quick comparison, 14.7 versus 4.15 actually. So there we go. I got kind of them together in a way, so let's go and get into it. All the apps are not cleared out in the background, so let me go and do that. And these iPhones slide all over the place. Let's do phone calls, 3, 2, 1. And about the same, 14.7 is here, 15 is here. Let's do their app stores, 3, 2, 1. And iOS 14.7 got into that pop-up a little bit faster, but both seemed about the same. There really wasn't that big of an issue here. Scrolling through, about the same here too. There's really not that big of a difference. Let's get into podcast, 3, 2, 1. And this one got into a pop-up. So 15, I would say they're about the same. Mail, 3, 2, 1. And you can see that one, hopping out of this specific one. Let's get into Apple TV, 3, 2, 1. And again, 15 actually looked a little bit faster there. Hopping out of this one, let's get into camera, 3, 2, 1. And about the same here too, not that big of a difference. Let's get into photos, 3, 2, 1. And I think 15 was a little bit slower. Let's go and end it off with stocks, 3, 2, 1. And there you have it. I think 14.7 was faster, so that really covers it up for the speed comparison, to be honest. Now is the fun part. Should you install iOS 14.7 on your iPhone 8? Well, this is what I'll tell you. I think iOS 14.7 is a pretty good update, like I mentioned before. I mean, it brings a couple things to the table. It's definitely not like that worthwhile, crazy update we were hoping for, but it is a bug fix update with a couple of cool improvements. I think for iPhone 8 users, it may not be like the craziest thing ever, but for those of you who do have something like, an iPhone 12 laying at home or whatever, you do have that Magsafe capability, which that in of itself is a pretty cool thing to improve on. But I think for most of you, I think staying on 14.7 is the way to go. I think 15 is definitely not a place you should be at. You should not install iOS 15 no matter what. But I do think this is a very good update for sure. So no matter what, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.